Hello and welcome to Frankston North Rotary's Couch Conversations. We're continuing pretending that we're sitting on a couch having a conversation when we're not, but how wonderful Zoom is to be able to reach people in so many places at any time of the day or the week. And we have a fabulous guest today. Welcome to Sharon Ellis. Sharon is the Nurse Unit Manager for Hospital in the Home and Infusion Centre with Peninsula Health. And that sounds like a great big title. So we're about to find out a little bit about Sharon. So welcome, Sharon.
Thank you. Welcome, team. It's an honour to be part of this couch session.
Yeah.
So how this started, I'm the Hospital in the Home Manager, as you mentioned. And part of being Hospital in the Home is that we're a bed substitution model. So if a patient is in the hospital and their medical care and nursing care can be managed in the community, this is where one of the team of nurses goes out to the community to do nursing care to the patient. But on the proviso that they come into a clinic space on a weekly basis to make sure that everything's going okay with their medical and nursing journey. So the infusion, the chair that was currently in there desperately needed to be replaced. Basically from an OHS point of view and an infection control point of view.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And as a result, Frankston North Rotary found out that this was definitely needing replacement and presented you with a brand new chair.
Yes, it's been amazing, especially from a patient and a staff point of view. From a patient point of view, these chairs are especially designed to lie flat, to go up and down so the patient is comfortable while they're having their nursing care, because some of these patients have wounds, dressings that need to be attended to. So they can be in that chair for maybe up to half an hour. Excuse me.
Yeah. So you do need a specific purposeful chair, and I'd imagine with health, there's always something to spend the money on. There's always something. So community support, such as what Frankston North Rotary has done by donating this chair, makes a big difference to be able to get a new chair.
Oh, it does, especially for our patients living on the Mornington Peninsula. It's been a great asset to have Frankston North Rotary come on board with this because there's only so much money in public health. And to support the patients and the nursing staff so we don't hurt our backs and we can provide the care to the patients that we'd like to.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And when a patient's more comfortable like that, there's I guess in one way you could say there's a problem that's been solved simply by Frankston North Rotary raising funds and directing funds. That's something in the community. It's like something that you might not ever hear of, but on the receiving end of it, it's made such a big difference to somebody who needs that comfort, who needs that, not to mention the nurses. Let's save our nurses' backs, everybody, So.
Very true. And it's nothing more disconcerting from a patient point of view, coming to a clinic space and looking at the chair that was taped up, that looked grotty, that had rips. So it doesn't instill confidence in the service when you see something like that. But seeing a brand new chair looks amazing, would instill confidence to start off with. Same as how nurses present themselves as well. It's all about how we're perceived in the community's eyes.
That is so important because the years and years of dedication that health professionals like yourself and the team that you work with have put into their knowledge base, their experience, their ability to be able to care for a patient, and then for the image of, when you walk in a room and there's a piece of equipment that just doesn't hold the professional level up that the people do, it suddenly brings the whole picture down, doesn't it? So that chair has now just suddenly raised the standard of almost a sense of certainty in people that, okay, I'm in the right place, I'm going to be okay, this is good.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, that is so good. What's the day-to-day kind of work in that centre? Is it like non-stop people coming through all the time? Is it? Is it for you?
Well, community nursing has evolved over the last couple of years during COVID. Obviously, the plan is to nurse more patients out in the community because the demand on the public hospital bed space at the moment. So in that clinic space, we do a lot of dressings. A lot of patients have wounds that need a specific dressing. Sometimes we look at other wounds that people have, just to sort of the day-to-day care of looking at their wounds, basically. Yeah. So it's important that the chair does lie down, it does go up, does go down, does move around a little bit, especially because sometimes if the patient's got a dressing in a really obscure part of their body, nurses need to get in there and do the work, but in a safe environment.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Well, it's absolutely great that Frankston North Rotary's been able to donate to your centre, your unit, the unit manager that you're looking after the hospital in the home and infusion centre. It's absolutely great that something so worthwhile, so needed and so usable by the community who visit your unit are able to, we've made a difference straight away simply by being able to provide that chair. And it's an absolute honour on behalf of Frankston North Rotary to meet you. And on behalf of Frankston North Rotary, Sharon, please pass on our sincere thanks to everyone in your team for the great work they do, not only just through COVID and because of COVID, but because of the people you are, because you care greatly for the community. You wouldn't be in this role if you didn't have that caring heart and that experience. And we're very, very grateful for the wonderful staff at Peninsula Health, yourself and your team, and the broader, all the little departments that run there at Peninsula Health. It's not just the doctors and the nurses and the specialists that you see at the face either. There's a whole lot of network behind you that keeps the wheels running in health. And on behalf of Frankston North Rotary, thank you for the great work you do.
And thank you for your kind words, and thank you on behalf of Frankston Rotary and the community for donating the chair, because it just makes life a lot easier. And thanks for the support. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thanks, Sharon. You've been listening to Couch Conversations, brought to you by Frankston North Rotary. To discover more about Rotary, ask a question, explore if Rotary is ideal for you, please connect on our Facebook page or via email.